everybody. My name is Cindy. I'm with Alla Lighting. I'm a customer support and product specialist here with our company. Again, we're Alla Lighting Advanced LED lights for automotive. We specialize in aftermarket LED bulbs for your vehicles such as headlights, fog lights, brake lights, turn signals, and much more. Pretty much, if you have those old dingy halogen bulbs, we should have those bright new LED bulbs for your vehicle. We're based here in Chino, California, with a sub branch in Texas. We're a fast growing manufacturing company as well. Awesome reviews here on Amazon, and this is our absolute first live streaming event. So we're super excited. Hopefully, you guys can join us. Hopefully, get some people joining us. We're going to go ahead and take a look at free products. During our video, go ahead and shoot us a question. If you have a question regarding specific product, anything like that, or a general question regarding LED headlights, just shoot us your question, and our producer Kevin, who's behind the cameras, will be answer. Sorry, will be letting you know. Be telling me. So sorry, got a bit tongue tied. Super excited again. First video, live stream video event. Well, again, our producer Kevin will be letting me know your questions, and I'll go ahead and answer them the best as I can. We're gonna go ahead and today, again, for our first live video, we want to talk about our brand new 3 LED headlight models recently released. They are now available on Amazon. So we're going to go ahead and take a look at those 3 models. We're going to talk about each one, give a little bit more details of them, do an unbox them, take a look what comes in a box, what the box looks like, general information about the product, and we're also going to go ahead and test the brightness, because essentially that's what we want to see. We want to know how bright these LED bulbs will be. So don't worry, we're going to go ahead and get through all that, and we're going to go ahead and just get started. Let's go ahead and start. I'm sorry, I said that a couple of times. Alrighty, so our first model we're going to go ahead and take a look is our NCP model. These models, where we reference them is by a model name. So sometimes the title may say they're like extremely bright, super bright. That's more of a detailed description of the product. But to look at a specific model, you want to go by the model name. So this one is called NCP model. It is 50 watts per bulb and a light output of 5,000 lumens. Now, if we really don't know what that means, don't worry. Let's go ahead and take a look. So the working power is, of course, the wattage. And the brightness, the measurement of lumens, the measurement of brightness is measured in lumens. So just for a review, most LED headlight bulbs right now you see in the market are about 4,000, 5,000 lumens on average. Of course, they all vary depending on the actual product itself. Most of them, because that's the standard, what you see in most aftermarket LED headlights, that's probably what you're seeing when you're driving down a road and you're seeing somebody else using these bulbs. So we're going to go ahead and just take a further look at this bulb. This is canvas ready, and we'll go ahead and talk about that a little bit more. Quick tip, you might see something that says 6,500K or 6,000K or 3,000K. Just remember, if you see that K right after the number, that is not the brightness, that is the color temperature. So it kind of is very helpful when you're looking at your products, taking a look between a few, you want to know the difference. Just remember, K is color and LM is lumens, which is the measurement of brightness. We do have other videos, including our product videos, that kind of explain a little bit more than that. We'll go ahead and show a little bit right now in just a few minutes, but it's also in our product link. So let's go ahead and take a look at this product. I'm just going to go ahead and open them, see what they come with, what are you expecting to find. So I'm going to go ahead and just put that here. Right away we open it and you'll see a little Ziploc bag. And in the bag it has two items. We're going to go ahead and open that and take a look exactly what those are. The first is two zip ties, and the last thing that you'll see in this little baggie, sorry about that, let me go ahead. Alrighty, it's a little Allen wrench tool. We'll get to that right now to explain a little bit what that is. You also get a general product manual. It kind of gives you instructions how to remove a standard bulb and insert the LED bulb. Every vehicle can be different, every housing can be different. So if you do run into any installation issues, just shoot us a message and we'll be here to help. Let's go ahead and take a look at the actual product now. Alrighty, so this is an H11, which is a bulb size H11 in the model NCP. With an H11 bulb, this is a single filament bulb. You'll have the LED chip side to side, two-sided. We have the locking tabs and we have the rubber gaskets. We go down to the cord, followed by a black box, followed by the connector. So this black box is what we consider the LED driver. Pro tip, a lot of people might believe this is something like a decoder, an error decoder, or a load resistor. It's not the same thing. That's actually something different, a different accessory. In simple terms, the driver is like the brain of the bulb. Some models you might find they don't have this, and it just means that probably the driver is built internally, but this is built externally. Now we have the plug connection. Now, for just our video today, we're just going to look at one bulb size, but these models are available in different bulb sizes. We have quite a few different bulb sizes, so for most vehicles, we have that replacement for your headlights. So right now, this plug right here, it's a small two-prong plug. This model is polarity sensitive, so when you do connect it and it doesn't turn on, well, what's going on? Well, it could be this polarity sensitive. Just like if you're plugging in your charger to your wall, if it's not ready charging your phone, you want to disconnect it, flip it over, and reconnect it. So that's essentially the same thing. So if you see a positive and negative sign here, that means it's polarity sensitive. So if it doesn't turn on the first time, disconnect it, flip it over, and connect it. Alrighty, and so right here, the bottom of the bulb is the base, and there is a fan. The fan is for internal cooling purposes. It doesn't bring air from outside. It pretty much brings air from the top of the bulb out. So that means that if you have a dust cover on your vehicle, that is perfectly fine. We do recommend if your vehicle has a dust cover, put that dust cover back on. That's something separate. It could be next to your fan. Again, it's blowing out, not bringing in. This is also a canvas ready model. Again, it's 50 watts. It's very similar to a traditional halogen working wattage, but it's a lot brighter because that's the LED technology. We do see different variations in working wattage. The wattage can affect how a bulb is being detected in your vehicle. So sometimes one of the common issues, if you haven't done an LED upgrade yet, or if you already did and you saw this issue, it could be because of that. So one of the similar common issues would be flickering, maybe they're shutting on and off, or they're just saying the bulb is out, even though they're working. So with this model, which is a 50 watt, for a lot of vehicles, it's plug and play. And should be detected correctly by your vehicle system. So this is an amazing model to consider for your next upgrade or your new vehicle upgrade. It's very petite in size, so it's very close to the halogen bulb sizing. If you want to go ahead and just compare it, it's a little bit different because this is a halogen bulb. Here we go. And if we look here, there is the same gasket and the tabs and the same identical plug connections. Alrighty, what we're going to go ahead and do is for the next part, we're going to go ahead and try the bulb just to show just the brightness and see how everything runs. And meanwhile, here's a quick video that kind of explains a little bit more of this product. So go ahead and take a look.
Safer, smarter, brighter, better. We are Alla Lighting.
All right, well, welcome back. I hope that video was good to see. It is very detailed about the product, but if you still have any questions, go ahead and shoot us a question, and we'll go ahead and answer as best as we can. So right now, during that video, I went ahead and installed it into our housing and we're gonna go ahead and take a look at the brightness. Just a fair warning, sometimes it can get very bright when we're looking at the camera, so I just want to go ahead and just look away for the beginning, and then we'll go ahead and take a look. And 3, 2, 1. Sorry about that. We're going to try that one more time. And there we go. Sorry, technical issue. Alrighty then. So this is again our NCP model. It is 5,000 lumens per bulb, so that's 10,000 lumens when you put them in your housing. So that's per pair. 6,500K xenon white. So again, that's color. And super bright. Just take a look. We're gonna go ahead and right after this talk about beam adjustments. That's another important thing. If you see maybe your bulb is not too bright, maybe this should be a lot brighter, because well, from everything you're seeing, definitely should be having a further light output down the road. So let's go ahead and take a look at that. Alrighty, so right now we're gonna go ahead and talk about beam adjustment. Now, we did see this little Allen wrench in the beginning when we opened the product. We're gonna go ahead and talk about this. This is an Allen wrench used to adjust the beam. Now, for most vehicles, the beam should be correct. When you insert it, there's no issues. The LED bulbs should be facing side to side. left to right. So if we're looking at it, it should be 3 o'clock, 9 o'clock. If for some reason you install it in your housing and they're kind of facing upwards, like 10 o'clock or even 11 o'clock, in, completely different angle, this is why this is here. Now, some models don't have this, and that could be because to adjust the beam, you don't need a tool, or maybe that model is not adjustable. Good thing is these three models, they are adjustable, so we don't have to worry about that. Alrighty, so how to adjust the beam? Right here, right between the base and the rubber gasket, there's a small little opening. You want to go ahead and insert the Allen wrench, and you want to twist counterclockwise. We twist counterclockwise. We don't want to pull it out completely. We just want to loosen it up a little bit. Once it's loosened, we're going to have the opportunity to twist the chuck. When we twist the chuck, we actually manipulate the rotation of the bulb once it's inserted back in the housing. Because they're housing, those tab openings, they stay put. You can't change that. What we can change is the rotation on the LED bulb. So you want to go ahead and spin it to your desired position. You kind of want to use, take a look at it, eyeball it, see where exactly is the correct beam direction. Once you get that, you want to go ahead and put your Allen wrench back into the opening, and you want to go ahead and tighten clockwise to secure the chuck. There we go. Back secured, and you're able to adjust your beam direction. Now, most of the time, like I said, this should be facing left to right, side to side. So if they're facing upwards like this or downwards when you insert in your housing, you should probably want to go ahead and adjust that. The last thing we saw in the box is zip ties. These zip ties are used to secure the LED driver. These are not mandatory. You don't need to use them. Especially if your housing does have a dust cover. The dust cover will pretty much secure all the accessory of the bulb in there. But for those vehicles that don't have a dust cover or they don't need it, this is a good way to secure the LED driver so it's not hanging all the way down. Alrighty, so that concludes for our first model, which is NCP. A quick reminder, 5,000 lumens per bulb, so the total light output of 10,000 lumens and a working wattage of 50 watts. Alrighty, I want to go ahead and get a shout out to ARCA 365. 500. Oh, sorry, that's producer Kevin. ARCA 500, thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate your support. Alrighty, so we're going to go ahead and move on. So again, that's NCP. Our next model is AG1. AG1 is our next model. Don't get discouraged or, kind of scared of the packaging difference. That's just the packaging. That's what our designers decided would be best for this model. So we're going to go ahead and take a look at this right away. I'm going to go ahead and open it up and pull that out. Okay, this one's a little bit more simple in the packaging. It doesn't come with anything really, but that's because you really don't need anything else. We pull this out right away, and here is the bulb. This bulb is actually 55 watts per bulb. That's the working power, and the light output is actually 6,000 lumens. So that means it's 12,000 lumens for the pair. So it is brighter than our last model that we discussed. If you see here, there's no box. So why is that? Like I mentioned before, that means that the LED driver is actually built internally. So it's a little bit more compact as for the cord. It just has the same feature, which is the LED chips side to side, left to right. We have the tabs, the LED chuck, and of course the base. The base is the dual bowl fan component, and this product is a 6063 aviation aluminum. Very exciting. And again, 55 watts. 55 watts is actually what you see in your regular halogen bulbs for most vehicles, especially in H11. In H11 low beam, your halogen bulb would be 55 watts, again, for most vehicles. So what does that mean? This means that this is a canvas bulb. That means that when you install it and you have your canvas system in your vehicle should detect this and not have any other issues like flickering or error code. One of the also great things about this model is when we did this model, we took in consideration one of the common problems we saw with some of our vehicles, that were actually some of the vehicles from our customers. Now here in Alla Lighting, we do have a great customer support team, and all your feedback, good or bad, we take in consideration. So with that, we noticed, some vehicles were having some issues with detecting any LED bulb. And we went ahead and take a look at that. We did our research and we realized some of the canvas systems are a little bit different and it needed something different in the internal technology. So one of the ones we tested in-house, because that's the one we already saw that had a lot of issues with it, was Dodge. Dodge vehicles. If you're a Dodge owner or you installed it in a Dodge, you might have seen this maybe from the years 2015 and up. What happens traditionally, what we saw with an issue is that you install the bulb, they turned on for a few seconds and then gone. So it wasn't a bulb issue or a bulb defect, it's just your vehicle system did not detect it correctly. This bulb has been tested in-house as well to solve this issue. So it is Dodge Canvas tested. Super exciting. So you're a Dodge owner, this is the bulb for you. AG1. Again, no external driver, it is built in. Pretty much what we're going to go ahead and do the same thing as with the NCP. We're going to take a look at the brightness, but right now we're going to go ahead and show you a video of the product just to see a little bit more information. I'm going to go ahead and set this up so we can take a look at this and see what a 6,000 lumen bulb looks like.
Safer, smarter, brighter, better. We are Alla Lighting.
All right, welcome back, guys. I'm getting a few comments that you can't hear me. I'm sorry about that. We're having some technical issues. I'm gonna go ahead and take the time right now. If you guys can hear me, just let us know. Comment. You can hear me or you can't. That's very important that you can hear me. That's pretty much what we want to see here. So go ahead and let me know if you can hear me right now. Alrighty then. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and start with the demonstration of the product. I want to go ahead and turn around just for a second. I'm going to go ahead and activate this. So this one is our 6,000 lumen bulb, 6,000 lumen per bulb. Super bright. It is brighter than our NCP. 6,000 lumens is what you'll see in the down the road, and you see like, well, those bulbs are really bright. It's because of this here. Just in case you're hearing it, because I do have it powered on, you might hear a fan noise. That fan noise is completely normal. It does have a dual bulb fan heatsink, so it helps with the internal cooling. It will pretty much help with the lifespan of the bulb. Let's go ahead and disconnect that here. Let's move back. Alrighty. And right now we're going to go ahead and take a look at the actual bulb itself. Actually, let me go ahead and take this one back out. Alrighty, so we're going to go ahead and take a look back at the bulb. Like I mentioned, there's nothing else that comes in the packaging really. There's no Allen wrench and there's no zip ties. There's no zip ties because there's no driver, but there's also no Allen wrench. What does that mean? Is it adjustable? For this model, yes, it is adjustable. You just don't need an Allen wrench. What you want to do is the LED chuck, you can actually just twist that a full circle, and then once you twist it back, it will go ahead and enter into the position. So don't need an Allen wrench. It is a lot easier process to do the beam adjustment. A pro tip, you don't want to do the beam adjustment while it's inside the vehicle. You want to go ahead and take it out, make sure the beam is correct, and then insert it back into the vehicle. Like I mentioned before, very bright, very exciting. We want to go ahead and take a look at the comparison from our first model, which is NCP. Let's go ahead and bring both of them out. Alrighty. Alrighty, we have here is the NCP one. That's the first one we worked with. It's 5,000 lumens per bulb, 50 watts. Next one is our AG1 model. It is 55 watts and it's 6,000 lumens. Almost similar length. This one is a little bit shorter, so this one would be best for vehicles that have a clearance issue. This one's a little bit longer, but the wattage is 55 watts, so it works great with canvas, recommended for Dodge. All right, I want to put these to the side because we're going to go ahead and review our last model. So our last model is last but not least. This is our Canvas NL. This is actually very exciting. This is our brightest model we carry, and just from a few weeks ago, the brightest model we carried was about 6,250 lumens. This is actually 8,000 lumens per bulb. That's 16,000 lumens for the pair. Very bright. That's awesome. I'm excited. I'm actually going to put these in my vehicle today. I can't wait to see how these work. But right now, from feedback from our customers that have installed it, awesome news. They love them, super bright. If you have used this model and you're here live, go ahead and just let us know some feedback as well. That'd be awesome to hear. Alrighty, we're gonna go ahead and take a look at the packaging. I love packagings. I like how everything looks, and I'm in love with this packaging. It is chrome. Some of the aspects is chrome, so I'm just excited about that. We pop it out and take a look at the actual product. Okay, let's see here. Alrighty, right away we see the products and the little manual. Manual is the same thing, just general information about the product. Kind of gives you a little diagram of the standard installation. Again, if there's any installation issues, go ahead and send us a message. We're here to help. I'm gonna go ahead and pull one out. Let's take a look at these. Here we go. We have the LED bulb. We have the, again, same design LED chips on both sides. We have the locking tabs, the rubber gasket, the base, and the external driver. So with this fan, again, this is the intelligent cooling system. It's 6063 aviation aluminum, so it makes it very durable. Then we have the external driver. Very similar design as the NCP as far as driver goes, and of course the bulb itself. This one does have a positive and negative as well, so it is polarity sensitive. So you want to go ahead and just keep that in mind when you install it. Now, what makes this bulb very awesome, not just because it is 8,000 lumens per bulb, it's also canvas tested. So that means if you have vehicles with canvas systems that you maybe had issues in upgrading to LEDs, this would probably be it. So I want to say Toyotas, if you had issues when upgrading to LEDs in your headlights, you run into some problems like they're flickering or they just keep turning on and off. Go ahead and look at this model. If you live in an area that doesn't have too many street lights during the night, a rural area, definitely want to get this model. If you live near deers, you're going to see that deer coming a mile away. So definitely want to go ahead and check out this model. Again, like I mentioned, our brightest that we have offered was released just a few weeks ago. It is available on our Amazon listings. You see right there on the page. We're going to go ahead and set this up so we can go ahead and test it to see the brightness and see what an 8,000 lumen bulb looks like. So in the meanwhile, we're going to go ahead and take a look at the video.
Safer, smarter, brighter, better. We are Alla Lighting.
Should I ask if they can hear me? All right, welcome back. Just want to do just a quick touch bases. If you guys can hear me, awesome. Let me know that there's no more technical issues. If you can't hear me, let us know too. So we're gonna go ahead and get that fixed. Alrighty, so welcome back. I hope that video was very informative. We're gonna go ahead and take a look at the brightness. Then this is our absolute brightness, brightest model. So we want to go ahead and take look away from the screen for a few moments, and here we go. See this right away? I can right away tell the difference. A lot brighter. So just imagine what this would look like when you're driving down at night in a rural area or just in the street that doesn't have too much light output. Very, very, very helpful to see everything. And just to remember, if you're worried about maybe blinding oncoming drivers or anything like that, just remember if the beam direction is correct, you shouldn't be blinding oncoming drivers. So if you are, maybe you want to check the beam direction, make sure that is actually correct so we can not blind other people. All right, we're going to go ahead and come back. And that was again our latest model, the brightest model here. We're going to go ahead and just take a look again. What we want to do is, when we mentioned there's no Allen wrench here, and the reason is this is beam adjustable, but you don't need a tool for it. So just similar like the AG1, you can want to go ahead and twist it. But different like the AG1 is there's actually little dial notches in this area. So when you do twist it, you'll twist by dial. So you hear that click? Hopefully you can hear it. That just means it is actually changing positions. So once again, you want to go ahead and make sure when you insert inside your housing, it is facing left to right, side to side, or in other terms, 3 o'clock, 9 o'clock. That is to make the correct beam direction. If you do notice that you do have it in this direction, and A, maybe you are still blinding oncoming traffic, or B, you maybe see a dark spot when you're driving, then that just means your housing has a little slight variation. Then you can just go ahead and adjust it based on your housing. So you want to do is eyeball it or try and error. Just go ahead and start adjusting it to see what works best in your housing. Alrighty, so that's pretty much it for this model. If you guys have questions right now or anything you want to discuss about the 3 models, go ahead and ask that right now. I'm glad will be able to answer it as best as I can. In the meanwhile, we're going to go ahead and bring all the models back out so we can go ahead and do the final review. Give a little bit more insight about the bulbs. This is a little bit now scanning in. Alrighty. All right, again, have any questions, let's go ahead and get those in. I can go ahead and answer those right now. Okay, and if there's no questions, not a problem. We're gonna go ahead and start the review. So the first model we reviewed was our NCP model, which is this little buddy here. It is a working wattage of 50 watts, and the light output is 5,000 lumens per bulb, which is 10,000 lumens. You can find this model down in our carousel. Go ahead and check our carousel out for this product. We have different bulb sizes available. There's also product videos as well, a little bit more detailed specs of it in that carousel listing. Also, I do believe we have a coupon available for this model up in our Amazon listings. Go ahead and check that out. You can go ahead and save some money and try out our new bulbs. The second model we went over was our AG1 model. This one is 55 watts per bulb, and the total light output is 6,000 lumens. So that's 12,000 lumens for the pair. A lot brighter. This model, you can see it's a little bit longer With this model, it is canvas tested, so I honestly would suggest it for Dodge vehicles. Doesn't mean it just needs to be for Dodge vehicles. It's just like, so it will probably best with Dodge if those Dodge had issues. This model here, the NCP, I'm gonna go a little backtrack. The NCP model, because of this short design, works perfect for vehicles that do have some type of clearance restriction. Say the dust cover is flat, or maybe you would have some type of area behind the housing that's not a lot of room. Say like a Chevy Silverados, they have a bracket behind your housing. That bracket is very limited spacing, so you really can't really put too many different models in there that are a little bit longer in length. So this model will do the trick. It is shorter in length. The actual specs of the length and the dimensions is also listed in our Amazon listing, so you want to go ahead and take a look at that. So again, the moving back forward to our AG1 model, canvas tested, especially canvas tested in-house for Dodge vehicles. So if you have a Dodge vehicle, check this one out. Super bright. You won't see any issues with the canvas systems for most of the vehicles. The last model that we have, last but not least, is actually our brightest model, and that is our Canvas NL. That is 65 watts per bulb working power, and a total light, 8,000 lumens per bulb of brightness. So that's total light output of 16,000 lumens. So our absolute brightest model we carry here at Alla Lighting, just recently released. It is also canvas tested. You have a Toyota, go ahead and check this one out. I say Toyota just because they mostly don't have housing restriction or anything like that. But again, these would be great for a lot of vehicles. If you do have questions, if like, this will fit my vehicle or anything like that, shoot us a message through Amazon, and we'll go ahead and take a look and confirm if this is best for your vehicle. We have an awesome customer support team that's standing by, highly trained and able to answer all of your questions regarding our products. Just a quick review and pricing as well. This model, our NCP, is currently $79.99 on Amazon. That's for a pair. All of them are listed as a pair. So when you buy one, comes in two. The next one is our AG1 model, and that one also is $79.99 for the pair. And lastly is our Canvas NL, and that is $84.99 for the pair. All of these models do come with a 1-year manufacturer warranty. So your manufacturer warranty actually is connected automatically when you purchase our item through your Amazon order. So if you do experience any issues, just feel free to shoot us a message, and we'll be able to help you out with that warranty claim. Now, if for some reason something happens down the line and it's past your warranty or anything like that, please still give us a call or shoot us a message. We're here to help. We'll work best to provide you the best solution possible. So that pretty much concludes for today's first ever Alla Lighting live streaming video. If you have any questions right now, this is the time. If not, we can go ahead and revisit those questions on our next video. Our next video will be coming up next week. Make sure to follow us on Amazon, follow our storefront, follow our page so you can get notifications when we are coming back live. We're going to go ahead and be doing a lot more videos. Hopefully more of you can join us, and if, for the people who did join us, thank you so much.
We got one question coming in, Cindy.
Yes.
It's about European cars.
Yes.
Will these work with, which bulb would be best for a European car?
Okay, so European cars, you really want to stick with canvas system ready vehicle bulbs. So I believe the AG1 will work best with European vehicles, and actually the number one would be our Canvas. And now this one, if you do have a European vehicle, go ahead and try this one out first.
I got an HID bulb in my vehicle. Which one will replace that?
Already. So if it's an HID stock bulb, we actually have a different models for that because they do have different sizing. So if you have stock HID, don't worry, we have you covered. It wouldn't be these specific models, but we do have models for to replace your stock HID bulbs to upgrade to brand new LED bulb from here here in Ada Lighting. Alrighty. So if any more questions? No? Yes? Hopefully. But thank you guys so much for joining us. Sorry I'm a little bit nervous in the beginning or even right now. Again, like I mentioned, first ever live stream event for us here in Ada Lighting. Again, my name is Cindy. I'm a customer support and product specialist here with us in our company. Ada Lighting Events, LED lights for automotives. Check us out. Make sure to follow us so you can get notification for our next video, which will be next week. Also, we're going to go ahead and see what we want to talk about next week as well. So if you have any suggestions, anything you want to see, send us a message and we'll go ahead and hopefully make that into our video. All right. Once again, my name is Cindy. Thank you so much for joining us, and I'll see you guys next time.